Hello everyone, this is the Silver Spring Alumni Chapter for Kappa League's tribute to 9/11.
Good afternoon, Kappa Leaguers, brothers, and guests. The purpose of this special Kappa League session is to pay tribute to the victims and honor the survivors of the September 11, 2001 attack on our nation. This year marks the 20th anniversary of 9/11. Please join us as the Kappa Leaguers and guests commemorate the lives of all of the people who were killed or injured at the World Trade Center, the Pentagon, and in Somerset County, Pennsylvania.
As we all know, 9/11 marks the day of one of our worst attacks on our nations. Many lives were lost that day, both citizens and heroes. Today we remember those who lost their lives and pay respect to their families.
To all those who sacrificed and paid the ultimate price so that we could live with more freedoms. On this day, we honor you and we will never forget you. All gave some gave all, but you will never be forgotten.
To all the families who were impacted, I send my condolences. To all the first responders, we appreciate all of the sacrifices that you've made then and continue to make.
To all the people that risked their lives for this country, I commemorate you and I thank you. I thank all the people that risked their lives for this country, and I appreciate their sacrifices.
To the fathers, husbands, sons, and to the mothers, wives, and daughters whose lives were taken by terrorists on this day, we will never forget. To the first responders who devoted their lives to serve and who gave their lives on this day, we will never forget. To the families left behind, we share in your mourning and your grief. We will never forget. Today is a day of remembering the sacrifices of many. This will make us stronger and help keep us focused on the things that are important to us.
The event 9/11 was tragic and uncalled for. Too many innocent people had lost their lives. I send my condolences out to the people who lost their lives and the families.
My condolences to everyone who lost a family member or close friend on September 11, 2001. It is extremely unfortunate that this attack happened. Once again, my prayers go out to everyone who was affected by this terrorist attack, and let's hope this never happens again.
19 is the number of terrorists that took a lot of families and a lot of innocent people that have done nothing to harm anyone in other ways. And I would like to thank all the contributions that firefighters and police made to try to help families and get out of that building safely.
The world was shook of this tragedy, and we stand and have a moment of silence from this day. We send our condolences and the families and to the families that lost their loved ones in 9/11.
My memories from September 11th are very clear. One of my best friends had just passed away. I woke up, the news was on, and seeing the buildings on fire and seeing the planes actually flying into the buildings in New York was just something that was unreal. Knowing that there were thousands of people inside and seeing the towers collapse, not knowing what was going on. It was just an unreal moment for our country. Devastating, to say the least.
Every other major war, World War I, World War II, the Korean War, the Vietnam, that was the very first time that someone, a foreign force, had come into our country and violated it. And I lost several good friends that day.
In 2001, 9/11 occurred, and it was nationally devastating. But the firemen, the policemen, and even the civilians are the real heroes during this national catastrophe. And this was one of the first times America has actually ever really seen itself compromised in the modern world.
September 11, 2001 is a day that not only the United States, but the entire world will never forget. This was the day that some people left the comfort of their homes and never returned back to their families. On this day, we should take the time to remember our fellow Americans and the heroes from this tragic day.
I too was living in New York, which is where I'm from, when the tragedy occurred. And unfortunate for me, I worked very close to where it occurred. So the mayhem that happened that day wasn't just as he mentioned in the history books. It is indelibly marked in my memory.